Right now on Eyewitness News, new details emerging overnight about the Boston Marathon bombing and a police search at a suburban Boston apartment. I'm tracking it all from the Breaking News Center.
Plus, we're learning more about North Carolina connections to the race. A North Carolina woman at the center of a photo capturing some of the first chaotic moments.
And a true sign of the times, a stunning eyewitness video of the explosion floods the internet. Families use social media to find loved ones, show support, and spread information. Eyewitness News starts right now.
This morning, keeping you connected, John Clark and Barbara Gibbs. Plus, weather and traffic together with meteorologist Don Schwinneker and Amber Rapinta. ABC 11 Eyewitness News at 5:30 starts right now.
Good morning, Carolina. Welcome on this Tuesday, April the 16th. It's 59 degrees now at 5:31. I'm Barbara Gibbs.
And I'm John Clark. Thank you for joining us. Our breaking news coverage of the bombings at the Boston Marathon will continue in just a moment.
But first, meteorologist Don Schwinneker is in the First Alert Storm Center.
Good morning.
And good morning to you both. We are starting off this Tuesday morning with warmer temps headed in as we head through the day. Might even see a little bit of patchy fog out there this morning, so be ready for that. Let's show you what's going on right now on First Alert Doppler XP. Most powerful radar in the Carolinas is dry, showing just a couple of showers off down east. Otherwise, they stay there. Live look at RDU. Temperature right now running at 58, 88% humidity. South winds light, less than 5 miles per hour. Again, watch the patchy fog this morning. Warm up on the way. We'll talk about that along with your 7-day forecast that includes some thunderstorms. We'll tell you when those arrive coming up in just a bit. John and Barbara.
Don, thank you.
Breaking news now out of the Boston Marathon bombings from overnight. Federal agents were spotted searching an apartment in a Boston suburb.
Amber's keeping a close eye on this from the Breaking News Center. Good morning.
Good morning once again, John and Barbara. Well, all Massachusetts State Police will confirm is that a search warrant was served overnight at an apartment in Revere. That's about 20 minutes outside of Boston. Video in from overnight shows a bomb squad unit, federal agents, immigration enforcement, as well as Homeland Security investigators all at the scene. However, residents living there told ABC News they were told by an ATF agent that the search is part of the investigation into the explosions near the finish line of the Boston Marathon. And as authorities search for who and what motivated the violence, we are learning more information this morning about the victims. So far, police say 3 people died in the blast. The Boston Herald reporting 8-year-old Martin Richard is one of those killed. They say the boy's mother, Denise, and sister were also injured, waiting for their father to finish the race. Authorities reporting more than 140 people injured. The latest report from the hospital puts 17 of those in critical condition. A spokesman from Massachusetts General Hospital says several patients will be undergoing surgery in the next few days. As you can imagine, the city, of course, on high alert today. Authorities say those returning to work will notice an increased police presence. The National Guard securing a 15-block crime scene and limiting access to the area. Several universities also remain closed, including Berkeley and Emerson College. And of course, we will continue to track the late-breaking details on the bombing and the search in Revere. We'll bring you those details as they become available. And coming up in the 6 o'clock hour, our own Joel Brown will have a live report from Boston. John?
All right, thank you, Amber. And our breaking news coverage of the terror attack at the Boston Marathon continues at RDU Airport this morning. Those who participated in the race are beginning to return home. Anthony Wilson is live there. He has more on the local runners who experienced the chaos firsthand and who are happy to be home. Good morning, Anthony.
That's right, John, and she talked about what it felt like to feel the force of that blast from Boston.
I just happened to be just running right on Boylston, going towards the finish line when the explosion went off.
And Celia Mitchell kept running for cover.
There was like debris and things coming out of the building that was where the explosion was.
Kajayapur had his marathon medal and heard the explosion while walking with his wife.
We heard the huge noise, and I thought it's the bleachers just fall, and my wife said, it sounds like a bomb. I said, you kidding me? And within the 10 seconds, we heard another sound, and it was bomb.
He saw the chaos up close. A Durham grandmother watched from home, knowing her daughter and 8-year-old grandson were there on the sidelines.
And of course, I'm panicking. Where was Lisa? Where is Ronnie?
No cell phones there meant an agonizing 20-minute wait for word they were safe.
It makes me almost cry now, thinking about how frightened I was.
And there are more compelling stories coming out of Boston, as well as those people who sat at home worried watching all this unfold on the television. We've got that for you coming up in our next report. John and Barbara.
All right, Anthony Wilson live from RDU. Thank you. Now, this morning, we've also learned that members of a Charlotte family are among those seriously hurt in the explosions. Take a look at this photo from the Boston Globe capturing Nicole Gross's shock just moments after the bombs went off. The family says that she had surgery last night for leg injuries and her husband has third-degree burns to his head. Nicole's sister was also injured and is in the hospital. All three of them were near the finish line watching Nicole's mother finish the race. It is especially tough on her family waiting back at home.
You know, you wonder, why do people do this? I'm the type of person that I want to fix things. I want to do something to help somebody. And at this point, I'm kind of stuck.
Brian Gross said that his brother Michael could be released from the hospital as early as today. Nicole is expected to be released to come home later in the week.
As we've seen in recent tragedies worldwide, social media and the internet are playing a huge role in the aftermath. Google was quick to set up a People Finder website for those trying to learn the fate of participants and spectators. YouTube launched a page compiling all the video put out of the explosions, including this one capturing the second explosion as it happened. That striking video is new overnight, just into us. The chaos already underway after the first blast, and then the crowd takes a collective shudder as the second blast goes off. The crowd then moves in waves, scrambling to get off the risers. You can hear shouts from authorities asking people to remain calm and to get off the stairs. The person who recorded this video posted it on YouTube, stating that they were right across from where the first bomb went off.
Well, support for Boston and all those involved in the marathon flooding social media throughout the day and into the overnight hours. Several Facebook badges started to spread, and we'll show you a couple of them, including this one. It says "Pray for Boston" in green with the three-leaf clover there, a large symbol of the Irish community in Boston. And this one also in a flag. It's the phrase, a flag B with the phrase "Be strong for Boston." But perhaps one of the most poignant quotes floating around this morning comes from stand-up comedian Patton Oswalt, and we'll show you a quote from what he said. So when you spot violence or bigotry or intolerance or fear or just garden variety misogyny, hatred or ignorance, just look at it in the eye and think, quote, "The good outnumber you, and we always will." It's been liked more than 220,000 times and shared about 169,000 times. Just goes to show how strong social media has become in the face of national tragedy. John?
Thank you, Barbara. The terror at the Boston Marathon may also have an effect on immigration legislation going through Congress. Senator John McCain says the rollout of the sweeping immigration bill may be delayed until tomorrow. It was supposed to be introduced today. The bill would secure the border, they say, remake legal immigration, also boost workplace enforcement, and they say put 11 million people here illegally on a path to full citizenship. Good Morning America will have full coverage of the terror at the Boston Marathon coming up at 7 o'clock, immediately following Eyewitness News.
It is 5:38 now, 59 degrees. Time for weather and traffic together. Don to the big board.
And good morning to you guys. And we get things started with a look at the drive-in this morning. You will have a little bit of patchy fog, mainly in rural areas, otherwise mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures running in the 50s. By 10 o'clock, though, we're warmer than we were yesterday. We go up to 64 degrees. Current numbers from across the region: 55 Rocky Mount, 58 in RDU, 60 still in Chapel Hill, 59 in Roxborough, 56 Oxford, Slide at South, 54 Smithfield, Goldsboro's at 55, 61 in Southern Pines, and Sanford at 60 degrees. We look at the day ahead. You start off with some patchy fog, otherwise mostly cloudy skies, and temperatures running in the 50s. By lunchtime, we're up to almost 70, though. So again, a little bit warmer than yesterday. The fog burns off as we head through the afternoon hours. It's gone, and then just mostly cloudy skies. Warmer temperatures moving in. We'll be in the mid-70s mid-afternoon. By late afternoon, we're up around 80 degrees. Even warmer as we go through the late day. We'll talk about that coming up in just a bit. Let's talk weather and traffic together now. For that, we bring in Amber Rapinta for First Alert Traffic.
Yeah, take a look at all these police lights going on here. Yeah, this is 40 eastbound. It is just a report of an accident at US 1, but several police on the scene there, and obviously the volume is light at this hour, so it's not causing a huge problem as far as delays go, but definitely some major police activity 40 eastbound at US 1 right now, just listed as an accident, so just keep that in mind if you're headed through that stretch. Everything else off to a quiet start as we head into this Tuesday morning. This is 540 at Falls of Neuse, where it's moving right on time. John, Barbara?
That's good. Thank you.
It is 540 now, 59 degrees. North Carolina lawmakers return to work today.
A look at several of the issues they'll take up today, including those that will affect your wallet.
And a North Carolina lawmaker will represent the U.S. at the funeral of former British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher, who's been chosen to attend.
ABC 11 Eyewitness News at 5:30 continues right now.
And good morning. Welcome back. 542 now, 59 degrees.
State lawmakers reconvene in Raleigh today, and they'll take up several issues that could affect your wallet.
The House Insurance Committee is holding a public meeting to hear from those who are against a bill trying to overhaul car insurance in our state. This bill would allow the insurance industry to determine how much they charge drivers. Right now, the rates are dictated by the NC Rate Bureau.
And for those of you using the Triangle's only toll road, House Bill 540 will be discussed in committee. Now, this bill would require the Turnpike Authority to hold off sending you a bill until you rack up $5 or more. The Turnpike Authority currently sends out bills on a monthly basis, no matter how big or how small the amount.
And the Senate Judiciary Committee will vote on Kyla's Law. This bill is named after a girl from Union County who was murdered. Police say she was abused so severely last May by her stepfather that she died. It would increase penalties for child abusers. The House already approved this measure. 543 now, 59 degrees. The Boston Marathon bombings resulted in beefed up security at events nationwide.
We'll continue our breaking news coverage with late-breaking details on the violence as well as its global impact.
And there will soon be a new voice to Monday Night Football. We'll explain this. Don?
And good morning. As you head out the door today, we've got temperatures across the region going to be a little bit warmer. We'll talk about that coming up. As we hit a break, we check on your First Alert Doppler Network radar scanning the skies. Some showers showing up between Morehead City and Hatteras. Otherwise, dry around the Triangle. Time right now, 5:43.
Good morning. Welcome back. 546 now, 59 degrees. Federal authorities spotted searching an apartment in Revere, Massachusetts overnight as they search for clues in the Boston Marathon bombings. The deadly attack is topping our headlines today. Though law enforcement agencies have not confirmed the search on the apartment was related to the double bombing, those living there told ABC News an agent from the ATF told him that they were responding to a tip concerning the incident at the Boston Marathon. The city of Boston officials telling residents to expect more police as some return to work today. Authorities say the bombings killed at least 3 people, including an 8-year-old boy. The Boston Globe is identifying that boy as Martin Richard from Dorchester, Massachusetts. They say he was waiting with his mother and sister for his father to cross the finish line. Richard's mother, Denise, and one of his sisters is in the hospital. In the meantime, hospital officials say more than 140 people were wounded, many severely. The bombings resulted in beefed up security across the country, from the World Trade Center, Times Square in New York, the White House, and even sports venues. Police are patrolling in packs and deploying counterterrorism teams. Security is also being increased for tomorrow's funeral for former British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher in London.
New overnight, a Garner family will have to find somewhere else to stay after a fire ripped through their home. Eyewitness News cameras were rolling around 9:45 last night in the 1200 block of Creech Road in Garner. One of the residents told investigators the fire started in the kitchen. The Red Cross was called out to help the family of 4. One woman was treated on the scene for smoke inhalation.
Raleigh police are searching for a bank robber this morning. The suspect hit the SunTrust Bank on Pleasant Valley Road just after it opened. Raleigh police sending us this surveillance image. The suspect, armed with a handgun, ran from the bank, and police say he ditched that gray T-shirt with the words "Built Strong" on it. The suspect was last seen running behind the Papa John's.
A judge will decide whether to delay a noise lawsuit against the South Durham church or move forward with the case. The lawsuit comes after people complain the sound coming from New Hope Church is invading their homes. In addition to the lawsuit, there's controversy surrounding a noise citation issued to New Hope's pastor. The citation was dismissed, but the judge who heard the case is investigating whether information provided to her during a hearing over the noise ticket was truthful. Neighbors want to delay the lawsuit so that the other part can be resolved.
And North Carolina lawmakers among those representing our country at the funeral of former British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher. North Carolina Representative George Holding will join several lawmakers and former secretaries of state at tomorrow's ceremony. President Obama asked George Shultz and James Baker to lead the delegation. Shultz served as Secretary of State to President Ronald Reagan and Baker to President George H.W. Bush. Both served in the position while Thatcher was in office.
Monday Night Football is going to be changing this season. Faith Hill is singing goodbye to Sunday nights. The country singer has been singing Waiting All Day for Sunday Night since 2007 for Sunday Night Football. Well, now she's going to let somebody else do that on Sundays. There's no word on who's going to be her replacement, but she'll be singing for Monday Night Football.
I hate to say this, I never heard the song. I know you said your kids know it, but I don't even know it.
I'm addicted to Sunday Night Football. I mean, football.
I'm a college football girl.
Yeah, I love it. Once fall starts, don't talk to Dawn on Saturdays or Sundays because that's my
focus on that screen.
Focus on it. Yeah, that's right. I mean, I can get away on a Saturday if I have to with college, but we watch the pros. So today we are going to see some really nice conditions moving in. It's not going to be those clear blue sunny skies, but temperatures are a few degrees warmer, just a touch above normal. Nice day shaping up weather-wise. We'll talk more about that in a moment. Live look, first alert Doppler XP, most powerful radar in the Carolinas. Dry. It stays that way around here. It is showing some green on the right-hand side of the screen. That's just some rain down east that should stay down there. Live look on our first alert weather station. We'll start at RDU. Temperature right now 59, 88% humidity, no wind to speak of. From there to live look into Durham, that low cloud deck kind of lighting up there. 60 right now, east winds are 3. Durham checks in the 50s, so does North Hills. 57, 91% humidity. East wind 4 miles per hour. And a live look this morning into Fayetteville. 59, 89% humidity, north wind at 3. Officially, we're at 58, dew-point running at 56, 93% humidity. East wind at 5, sunrise at 6:41, sunset happens tonight at 7:50. Numbers from across the region this morning in the 50s, 53 South Hill, 59 in Roxborough, 56 in Henderson, 57 Youngsville, downtown Raleigh at 57, 58 Cary, Lillington, and Sanford, 59 Rayford, 55 Fayetteville, Goldsboro, and Clinton checks in at 56. Satellite radar composite shows the shower activity mainly down east. It'll stay there. Now, your AccuWeather predictor forecast model does a nice job of detecting that shower activity. You'll notice it's pushing west. Usually we see things go west to east, but this pushes west, but as it does, it really dies out and it kicks a few clouds our way. That's it. Now, by 5 o'clock tonight, predictor showing a little bit of shower activity east of I-95. That could happen. Don't see anything happening though in the Triangle or the Sandhills today. Tonight into tomorrow, watch what happens. Boom, green everywhere. But this is what happens when a model isn't quite sure what to do with just a slight chance of showers. There's just a slight shot at a pop-up shower tomorrow afternoon, so the model goes, not sure where that's going to be, we'll just give everybody a chance, and that's why everything's green. But anywhere in the green tomorrow afternoon could pick up an isolated shower. I think most places will stay dry though tomorrow, and certainly Thursday we dry out with clear skies and a nice afternoon shaping up. Forecast looks like this for the rest of today. We'll top out in the 70s, 78 degrees in Raleigh and Cary, 77 in Zebulon, mostly cloudy. Temperatures a few degrees warmer than they were yesterday. From there we go north where temperatures will be in the mid-70s from South Hill to Henderson. 78 in Durham, 79 Clayton, south and west into the Sandhills, 79 Lillington, Sanford, 80 in Fayetteville and Rayford under mostly cloudy skies. Tonight, temperatures getting down into the 50s for overnight lows, 56 Rocky Mount, 55 Raleigh, 59 in Fayetteville. ABC 11 AccuWeather 7-day forecast. Temperatures tomorrow in the 80s, 83 and partly sunny. On your Thursday, 81, warm temperatures. Nice day shaping up. Friday, though, Friday's going to be a bumpy ride. Late afternoon, evening, perfect time of day for some strong thunderstorms to fire, so we'll be watching for that. Saturday, 64 and cooler behind the rain. Sunday, 66 and Monday back near 70. So cooler weekend with overnight lows in the 40s. But before that, today, staying in the 70s, more clouds and sunshine, but we should stay dry.
All right.
Nice.
Yep.
Thank you.
Let's check in now with Amber to see what the traffic looks like. How's it going?
Yeah, hey guys, we had that earlier police activity, 40 eastbound at US 1, but this is a live look now and some good news here. It has cleared up. There were several police cars on the scene there, so obviously that was something that definitely would have slowed things down, but now it's zooming along. So we are back in good shape, all clear this morning there. No problems on the Durham Freeway either. This is a live look at Ellis Road, so for now it is quiet. John, Barbara?
Thank you, Amber.
Thank you. 5:53 now, 59 degrees. One North Carolina city is looking to poach a PGA tournament from another North Carolina city.
Who's looking to land the Wells Fargo Championship at Quail Hollow?
And coming up in our next half hour, families confirm the identity of a body found in Cumberland County. And welcome back. It is 5:56 now, 59 degrees.
The Wells Fargo Championship at Quail Hollow in Charlotte could be moving. Eagle Point Golf Club in Wilmington is making a pitch to bring the tournament to the beach in 2017. Quail Hollow has hosted the PGA Tour event since 2003, but only has 2 years left on the contract, and the tournament needs a new home. In 2017, Quail Hollow is the site of the PGA Championship. Eagle Point is in discussions to bring the Wells Fargo to Wilmington. Eagle Point opened in 2000 and is among the top 100 courses in America, according to Golf Digest magazine. Officials say if Eagle Point does land the Wells Fargo, it would be a one-time event. Travelers in Charlotte are excited about the arrival of Southwest Airlines, a water cannon salute marking the first of what will be many Southwest flights into and out of the Queen City. The airline, which had taken over what used to be AirTran, will offer 78 flights across the country from Charlotte. Customers hope this will make other airlines more competitive and lead to lower prices.
Well, today marks 2 tough anniversaries. It's been 2 years since deadly tornadoes ripped through our state, killing 24 people and damaging dozens of homes. Some of that damage remains at the homes, and the memories of that day are fresh in the minds of many who saw the storm blow through their neighborhood. Also, it is the 6th anniversary today of the Virginia Tech shooting rampage. The state of Virginia is pausing to honor its victims from April 16, 2007. That's when a 23-year-old college student went on a shooting spree at the campus in Blacksburg. 32 victims were killed, and the gunman took his own life.
New details emerging overnight about the victims of the Boston Marathon bombings, even as families here in the Triangle welcome home their runners.
Our breaking news coverage of the bombings continues. Late-breaking details on the investigation and how people are already paying tribute.
Plus, hurricane season is almost here. What forecasters are predicting for the Atlantic coast.